My mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing that with me. Yeah, crazy thing that with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe, so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. boy, stop. You ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now I was just at Fridays, was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, you got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me?
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From way up at the 23. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out left and complete to Thornton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jones. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Patriots at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Strong. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. In motion left comes Williams. Just beating the play clock is Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
One more time with Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd and a couple, Jones. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he'll just get rid of it. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Patriots have it. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones completes this one to Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Open man, downfield is Reynolds. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Goff. Finds his target, it's Swift along the sideline. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and inches. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here's Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try the air now with Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Back to throw. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jones. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. It's complete to Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again is gone. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Here's Goff. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Again, Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Play action. It's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams from 21 yards away. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 30 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Marcus Jones. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That third down conversion good for 23. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jeff Okudah. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Certainly not what they wanted there. So the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on second down. Jones, complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Lions are right back in this football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Goff. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Goff. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
17.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. He's back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Williams, the man in motion left. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Williams, a man in motion right. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. 14. Goff looking to throw. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's got some space here. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 34. 38 yards on the scamper there. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Jones, first throw of overtime here. And caught by Henry. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group screen.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day one's here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up like a 4th and 1. We sneaky when we slide. No, we slide. Y'all on offense.
Come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kid, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. R&B all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my concert, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win.